Good morning, dear friends. I, Professor Harsha Nangavane, Faculty of GS College of Commerce, Varda from BCCA Department, and I am going to teach you the Part 3, 5th Sem subject VB.NET. And today's my topic is multi-dimensional array. As I covered the topic like array and its types, so the single dimensional array or one dimensional array is covered by me in my previous video lecture. So today my topic is multi-dimensional array. So basic question is why there is a need of multi-dimensional array. According to array, it is nothing but the storing the value in sequential manner. So single dimensional array create one row for storing the element, whereas the multi-dimensional array is used to a tabular format to store the element but in same type. So basically multi-dimensional array also is storing a same type of element but in tabular format. So it acquired the rows and column for the storing the element like this. Like this tabular format, we can store the elements of an array with same data type. So how we can refer it? We refer it by I and j. Okay. So basically the value of I 0 and 0. That means it is nothing but the index value of that multi-dimensional array, which is store the value in that particular cell. Okay. So how we refer the again next one? Whereas j is equals to 0, it become I1. Sorry, I1 and this become I2. Okay. So we can store the value. It refers 0, it refers 0, it refers again 0, it refers 1. So 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, sorry, 1, 0. This is nothing but the position of I and j for storing the element in multi-dimensional array. So we have to use two index value or two index number or two index variable for referring the particular array element from multi-dimensional array. Here we consider as two-dimensional array. So basic syntax for two-dimensional array is basic syntax for two-dimensional array dim, that is nothing but the dimensional, then array name, it is any valid name which is having the rules and regulations for declaring the variable, then the dimension, that means the size 1 and size 2. Okay. Then as, again it is a keyword, then data type. Data type, it is nothing but the whatever value or whatever element you want to store in that particular array, like string, float or double or anything. So here we consider as integer. As is a keyword, size 1 and size 2, that means nothing but the rows and column. Array name, it is nothing but the any valid name which follow all rules and regulations for defining the variable or identifier name. And dim, it is nothing but the dimension. So it is a syntax for creating a two-dimensional array. Okay. Now how much memory location will be stored by this creation? So size 1 into size 2. Okay, size 1 and size 2, that means multiplication of that two variable. If suppose I consider here 3, so it become 3 into 3, that means 9 element we can store in that particular array. Okay, then what is the size? Then 9 into data type size. Data type size, whatever it take for storing one element as 2 byte or 4 byte, so it requires the multiplication of that particular bytes into element. That amount of memory will be reserved by this name, okay, in memory location, and we referred that particular memory location by array name with index, okay. So we consider here round bracket because it is a VB.NET. In other language we just refer that by using square bracket. So this is I or this is J. So according to that particular index number we can refer the particular element from the array, okay. So this is the syntax, this is the storing of element. Now example, the array name I consider as A, size 3 by 3, that means I created here 3 by 3 matrices or matrix, okay. Then as integer, here I use data type as integer, that means 3 into 3, 9 type of 9 element of integer type can be stored in array A, okay. Then the initialization, how we can initialize the particular element to the array. So there are two types of initialization. We can initialize the array like comma, this one as integer. It is nothing but initialize the element of an array at the time of declaration. So we can declare and initialize the array like this with curly braces. So 1 1 1, this is the first row, then 1 2 3, this is the second row, and 1 2 3, this is the third row of an array. It store 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, that means 9 element. So initially it is nothing but 3 by 3 matrix. Here we doesn't give the size of that particular array, okay, but at the declaration or initialization it will create the size automatically. This is the first way to initialize the array element in multidimensional array. So remember that when we initialize the array at the time of declaration, just doesn't give any size of that particular array, just give the comma. So according to this number of comma, it is considered 3 by 3, 2 by 2 or 2-dimensional array, okay. So this is the way for creating and initializing the array. So I give you one example for it. The aim is just write a program in VB.NET console program for printing or display the sum of 3 by 3 matrix element, okay. So basically for that I have to write first module 1. This is the basic step of a programming. Then sub main it is a function, in that we define our program. It is nothing but the execution of a program. Then dim a as integer equals to first row 1 1 1, second row 1 1 1, and third row also 1 1 1. This is the 3 by 3 matrix having the element 1 1 1. What is the addition of that particular element? 9. Okay. How we can calculate? Then just write the console dot write line. Here we display the some message for the user. Okay, like addition of 3 by 3 array element okay, then we have to use for I. Here one error occurred. Which is the error? Error, it is nothing but undefined symbol I. So we have to define the I here. Okay, dim I comma j as integer. Okay, so I is equals to 0 to 2. Why? Because the index number of that particular array is, the limit is 3 and it is started from the 0. That's why here I write 2. Okay, 2. Then again for j equals to 0 to 2. That means 3 into 3. Then sum. Again the error is occurred here. Why? Because we doesn't define the sum variable here. So we have to declare the sum variable as integer. Okay. So sum plus a of I comma j. So whatever the elements with the reference of that particular index number, that should be added in variable sum. Then next, which one? J, because this is the inner loop for the j, and then next inner loop of I. Okay, so this is the outer loop, this is the inner loop, and it is nothing but the nesting of for loop. Okay, then write the statement for printing the sum. Console dot write line sum equals to ampersand sum. Here we display the addition of that particular array element. Okay. Then last one, console dot read key for holding the array. Then end sub for ending the main, and then end module for ending the module. Okay. So this is the simple example of multi-dimensional array. Here we declare as well as initialize the element of an array. According to that initialization, it will consider the size of that particular array in the memory location and store the element like this 0, 0, whereas the position of I and j. Okay, so according to that particular element is stored in the memory location, and for referring that memory location we use the I and j as a counter variable, or we can say the index variable. Okay, so here sum is a variable which store the addition of elements of an multidimensional array, and I and j is the variable which is referred for the index, which is used for the referring the index number of multidimensional array. So here again we use the inner loop or inner for loop for adding the element of array. So remember that how we can declare the variable name, that particular variable name like capital S or small s you have to use here, otherwise it will produce the error like undefined symbol. So basically some s is not capital here, s is a small. Okay, so after that next j, it will next I, next j, it will referring the all the elements of multidimensional array, and last one it will print the addition of sum. Look here, sum, the s is capital, it is not occurred in while this statement is encountered by the compiler, it will not produce any error because it will print it. Why? It will it is in a double quotation mark, that means it is a string and it is writing write line method. So that is a variable, it is a printing statement, that's why the compiler will not rectify any error here. Okay, then read key for holding the control. Okay, the next is the assignment for you, that is nothing but the write a program in VB.NET console program for read the 3 by 3 matrix from the user and display the number of that particular storing variable in position number. That means you have to print the or display the element which is appear in which position. Okay, so this is okay for today. In my next lecture we will see the dynamic array. Okay, thank you guys.